Hey bro, I guarantee you're killing your gains in the gym, and even after a year of training, I still see the same people making the same mistakes over and over again. And I'm telling you right now, if you can fix these 5 small things, you will increase your progress in the gym tenfold. Alright, first, prioritize form over everything. Because it's like building a tower, right? Building a tower with bricks while being drunk. You're gonna fall off the scaffolding. You aren't gonna be able to build a good tower. Because if you don't have your form down right, you're just gonna get hurt. There's an ongoing joke in my gym that, oh, if you don't know what to do, ego lift. But yeah, ego lifting, I like to say you can ego lift occasionally. Very, very rarely, but the majority of your workouts should be highly on form, slow, make sure that your form is immaculate, and go heavy only when you can do it, only when you can lift the weight very well for like 8 to 12 reps. Want to maximize hypertrophy. 1 minute rest for hypertrophy sets, and that's like your dumbbell curls, your tricep extensions, your shoulder raises, and then 3 minutes rest for compound lifts. And you want to make sure your form is especially good for your compound lifts. And those are bench press, squats, deadlifts. 2, 50-minute ab workouts are bullshit. I did 50-minute ab workouts for like 3, 4, 5 months, and it was a complete waste of my time. Your abs are like any other muscle, but people like to treat it so like it's some different out-of-this-world thing, so they can sell 50-minute belly fat burning programs online for $500 by some obese coach. And the truth is that your abs act like any other muscle. So, right, your biceps, you don't do 10,000 1-pound bicep curls to get bigger biceps. You do 8 to 12 reps, 3 to 4 sets of a moderate weight. It's the same thing with abs. And body weight is important. If you're on the heavier side of the spectrum, if your BMI is a little bit, if you're a little bit more up there, then body weight is important. I highly encourage it. But if you're just a normal guy that wants to get a 6-pack abs, that's a little bit skinny fat, do some crunches in the beginning. But if you want to get toned abs, it's all about eating right and doing cable crunches in the ab machine. That's all there is to it. Third mistake, blasting music to get in the zone. And, music is good. I like to come home after a long day, listen to some jazz music while I'm scripting videos. But the problem with it is that you get into this mindset that you need music to perform. The problem with needing music to perform is that you're going to the gym to become strong, to do the hard work when you don't feel like it. But then music, you become a puppet, sort of. You can't perform without the music. So, for example, I'll give you an example. When I first started running, I ran for a good 6-7 months. I would run on the treadmill. I would watch motivational videos, educational videos on YouTube. And then when I started running outside, I could barely run a mile. Now I was running 6-7 miles a day on the treadmill every single day. But I barely run a mile outside because it was just so boring. Because I was always used to having that extra, external, unnatural levels of stimuli constantly. And it's important to not get into that trap. You're supposed to take in your surroundings. One of the joys of running and one of the joys of lifting is just talking to your friends, being in nature, of pumping iron, getting that grind, feeling like an animal, And music just takes that all away from you. And if you have gotten used to music, what I suggest is for 2 to 3 weeks, lift as well as you can. I'll guarantee you, if you're used to having music, you won't lift as well, but just suck it up, buttercup, alright? Lower the weight and don't listen to music for 2 to 3 weeks. You'll notice a significant increase in your mood and you'll just enjoy the session a lot better. Fourth, don't give up body weight when you're bulking. Because body weight is important when you're cutting, especially, and just in all general. But when we're bulking, we tend to get this mindset of, oh, I don't need to do body weight because I'm bulking, so I'm only going to do the compound lifts, I'm only going to eat a lot. But the problem with this is that, I recommend for every young man to always be bulking. You shouldn't really have a cutting period. I mean like a heavy bulk, but I mean a light bulk. And if you just never do body weight, then you're going to go from 25 push-ups to barely doing 5 push-ups. And because you're still gaining weight, it's just going to go lower and lower and lower. So make sure you still do your push-ups, you still do your pull-ups, you still do your leg raises. Something that I like to do for mine, make it real easy to maintain, is I do weighted variation. So I put a 45-pound plate on my back when I do push-ups. I put on some 10-15 pounds when I do my tricep dips. I do 25 pounds for pull-ups and leg raises, and you just gotta add some weight to your basic body weight exercises once you can do 20, 25. And that'll really allow you to get the higher amount of reps. 5, lastly, I've noticed this more as when I'm getting more into business, and that's separate work from gym. Because if you're constantly worried about work, and it's important to be worried about your business, am I giving the right value to my customers? Am I working as hard as I can? It's important to want to be productive, but you shouldn't mix work with training. You have a time to train and you have a time to work. And by always scrolling on your phone, by always checking emails, seeing how clients are doing, just scrolling on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, it'll cripple your workout. It'll ruin your workout. You won't feel rested after your 1 minute, 2 minute rest, and just generally you just won't enjoy the session more. And that's it, boys. Quick video, 5 tips to help you out. Keep doing the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it.